Let's see if it's hot and we good. Let me go to my gallery. All right. So we're hot. So welcome back, everybody, to the first inning. Even though baseball has ended and the Atlanta Braves won the World Series, now baseball's off season is its own season in its own. You know, with all the signings and free agents that's going on. So I got Michael Caputo on with me today, and we're going to talk about some free agents. So, yeah, man. So I guess, I was reading this article, right, on MLB.com, right? It was talking about what every team needs, like this off season.
Well, the Yankees need a lot.
Yeah, but listen to this. Right? It goes like every team what they need, right, for the off season for next year, right?
Yeah.
And I would say about 19, 20 teams says pitching, right? Pitching. You know what the Yankees say?
What?
You know what it say for the Yankees? A shortstop.
Oh, God.
A shortstop. Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
They need more than that.
Are you kidding me?
They need 7 things. They need bullpen help. They need 2 starters. They need a shortstop. They need a catcher. They need a center fielder. Oh, yeah, they need a lot. The Yankees, they can't just get a shortstop and call it a season.
Shortstop. And not only that, these people are crazy on Correa.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the guy's good, but Correa. I wouldn't go like Gaga over him. I mean, he's not worth $300 million. I mean, same thing with Corey Seager. They're good players, but I don't know if they're worth that money. First of all, Corey Seager can't stay healthy. That's going to be a risk. If you're going to sign this guy to a max deal, you have to look at his history. The guy can't stay on the field. He's good defensively, but I looked at his if you watch the videos, they're saying he's like a little below average. He's not even that really great defensively, Seager. They're saying that Correa is the better defensive shortstop. So if the Yankees want to sign one of those shortstops, maybe they should just sign Correa because he's better defensively. And he's also better. They're saying he's better, he's a better clutch hitter, Correa.
Well, well, listen, I mean, the Yankees don't need this guy, period. I don't understand why. I mean, listen, hold on.
Shortstop. They have to get somebody. They can't keep Gleyber Torres.
No, this is what I'm saying. My point of view is this. Why are we going to keep going for the guy that can only hit the home run? Let's go for a guy that can hit
the same story
singles and doubles.
Years. Who the hell knows? They're never going to change their approach to this team. I told you that.
Listen,
it's going to be the same thing. It's really depressing talking about this team. They're going to do the same thing again. They're not going to go for starting pitching. They're going to leave that out, and they're going to go for hitting again, like they always do. They just want to always be.
They need to spend the money
when it comes to pitching. I don't know what it is with this team.
They need to spend the money on pitching. Listen, I would really give Vasquez a shot at shortstop. Because listen, I want a guy that can hit singles and doubles.
Andrew Vasquez, he could work out. I don't know.
Because listen, I don't want the guy that hit home runs. I don't want the guy that hits home runs. I don't want him. I want the guy that hits singles and doubles. Singles and doubles.
No.
That's what I want. I want a guy that can steal bases.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Too. I don't want a power hitter. We have like 1 million of them on the team. We don't need any more of those guys.
And
they could use Anthony Volpe or the other guy, Peraza. I mean, they have options down in the farm system. If they could use those guys at short, but you want to go out there and get a premium shortstop. You want like a guy that you know for sure is going to be a defensive upgrade. But what is that going to do for their World Series chances, though? Nothing. Yeah. They're not going to win a championship because they had a shortstop.
Exactly. This guy getting Corey Seager or Correa is not going to change the team.
Yeah, that's my point. The Yankee shows, though, I don't know if you hear them though, but John Boy and McFarland, they don't know what they're talking about. The Yankees need more than a shortstop. They need starting pitching. They need bullpen. They need a catcher. Their first baseman. They're not going to win a World Series by just adding a shortstop. What is that going to do?
Exactly. And this is my thing. Let's try to trust these guys. These guys right there can hit singles and doubles, man. I mean, this is what we need on this team and I would like to see.
I see a team like the Atlanta Braves that won a World Series, a team that had no expectations whatsoever to win a World Series, and they won. They came out of nowhere. Why can't the Yankees get lucky like that? The Braves weren't a favorite to win the World Series at the start of the season. Yeah, they were the favorites to win the division, but look how poorly they were all year. The Mets were in first place for 90 days, and then they took over the division. I never thought they were going to knock out the Dodgers and knock out the Astros.
Right, and the Mets ain't playing. The Mets just fired their general manager.
Yeah.
So they ain't playing. They trying to get a championship. They ain't playing. So how come we can't play?
Well, the Yankees are just disgraceful. If you let a team like the Braves win, the Braves, the Yankees are just disgraceful. That's what separates the Yankees and every other single team in all of baseball. They just don't. They're not a clutch team. They don't get it done when it matters the most. When the playoffs come around, this team just doesn't know how to hit.
Right.
They're terrible. They're awful.
That's what I'm saying. And all these Yankee fans, see, we know what we're talking about. And all these Yankee fans want the guy that hits the home run. We don't need him.
Disgraceful. These fans have no credibility.
We don't need that type of guy.
They have no experience when it comes to watching sports.
But here's the thing, right?
They just don't. Have they not watched the last 13 seasons here? We need changes. Why would you want to bring the same exact team back? These fans just don't know any better, or they have a low IQ. They just don't know any better, these fans. They're just very dumb fans.
Right, and listen, we all want a Derek Jeter, right? Don't we all want a Derek Jeter on the team? But guess what? What did he do on the team? Singles, doubles, stolen bases, RBIs.
Exactly.
Hello?
Absolutely.
Hello?
Yeah. We don't have any of those guys. Not even DJ LeMahieu is that type of player now.
You know, and talk about the 90s into 2000s, their best hitter was Bernie Williams. Switch hitter. We don't even have a guy like that.
And what about a guy like a Posada? I mean, they had so many.
The Yankees need a defensive catcher that can block those balls in the ground because listen, Cole. If you watch Cole, right, and in the beginning, because I've been watching his videos, you know, in the film vault, in the film room, I look up his videos, and if you see in when he was pitching with Houston, he was throwing balls into home plate. He was throwing them into the dirt.
Oh, he was a lot more dominant. And enough of this personal catcher shit. That's it. I don't want this any more personal catcher shit. It didn't work. He's terrible with Higashioka.
They're gonna have to find a catcher, seriously, because
either they better get one. I looked at the free agents though this year for catchers, and there really isn't any good catchers that are free agents. But they're gonna have to sign somebody better than Gary Sanchez because you cannot keep this guy. They have to trade him. If the Yankees don't do half of what I want, this team once again is just gonna lose again. And, you know, they're going to just go down again in the playoffs like they always do. They're going to fail. And do you know that the World Series odds, you know, their chances to win, they're in third? How in the hell?
How are they in third place?
How in the hell are they the favorite to win the World Series at third when they got knocked out of the wild card game?
No, you got to put
still a favorite.
You got to put the guys that were left in there. The Astros, well, I guess the Astros are going to be broken up after this year, right?
But the Dodgers were one, right? The second was Houston, and third was the Yankees. But how, though? How are the Yankees still in the mix, though?
Not in the American League.
Look how flawed this team is. They lost in the wild card. How could you make them a favorite this year?
Tampa Bay.
They really think the Yankees are a favorite. But how, though? Look at how this team is so weak.
Right.
They have nobody on this team.
That's true. But the powerful teams right now is Tampa Bay, of course, and Boston, and
I mean the Braves. I can't believe they even put the Yankees over the Braves. You know, they have the Yankees a bigger favorite than the Atlanta Braves. How though?
I would put the Yankees
Braves
fifth.
Won the World Series. How do you have the Yankees over the Braves?
I would put the Yankees in fifth place behind these guys.
Fifth place? I put them in eighth place.
Yeah, way behind because they're not going to catch up with no pitching like that.
Are you kidding me? These people haven't learned their lesson, these experts and these journalists. I mean, fool me once, shame on you, like the saying goes. I'm not falling for this again. They always will put the Yankees as a favorite, but they never win. They never, ever win. They don't go far in the playoffs. They get knocked out of the first round. Now they lose the wild card game. What's going to be next? They're going to miss the playoffs? I mean, How do you make this team a World Series favorite? By what? I guess they're going off of Garrett Cole, Aaron Judge, and John Cole-Stanton. They have to be, because what else could they be going off of?
I don't know, man, because look, and here's another problem too that I'm seeing too, that everybody wants Brett Gardner to come back.
He's gone. They declined his option. He's bye-bye. He's gone. He's not coming back. He's finished.
So therefore they should bring Greg Allen up. Put him on the team,
Gardner
man.
Is gone. He's history. Especially what happened with that whole thing with Garrett Cole. He's finished. Thank God. At least he's gone. But what is that going to do for the team? At least they're going to have an open roster spot now in the outfield. But he's gone, Gardner. They're not bringing him back. He's finished.
Yeah, I don't see him coming back, man. Even though he was a great player and all that.
They're not bringing him back. They declined his club option. There's no way he's going to get signed back. Yeah, they declined it, and he declined it. So if they both decline, he's not coming back. He's probably going to sign with another team, or maybe he's going to retire. That's it.
Well, I guess if he opts out, I guess that's it, right? They got to pay him. They pay him 1.2 million, right?
He made nothing. They only gave him like $1 million in incentives or something.
Yeah, it's 1.2 million. Well,
he was a waste to bring back. I don't know why they signed it back.
It's a buyout. So he got 1.2 million.
Yeah.
Out of his.
The Yankees have so much work to do now. They have to make a lot of changes. It's just it's going to be more of the same again. You got the same idiot manager back, and you got the same GM back. I don't see what they're going to do differently. It's the same. It's the same front office, the same manager. It's just going to be another train wreck of another offseason again. And they're going to purposely do that to piss the fans off more, because that's what they like to do. They hear the more they hear us saying bad things about them, they're going to piss off the fans and make the team bad, because that's what they like to do. Brian Cashman already said the Yankee fans are spoiled, so he likes to piss off the fan base and make the team bad.
So what you're saying is that they rather bring in the player that everybody's crying for, so they could just sell tickets.
I don't even think they want to bring in great players anymore. I think they just want to make this team completely suck, because they don't care about World Series championships. They left that behind them 12 years ago when George Steinbrenner died. This is their mentality, is make the playoffs, and that's it.
And this thing too, man. And why are these guys listening to these people that are telling you that you need a shortstop? Like, when we need pitching. Period.
They don't. Their front office doesn't care. They're just like the stupid fans. They don't care. You know what I can't stand to? These dumb Yankee fans, how they buy into this. I know not me and you, but I don't like these fans. They must be like younger fans, like from the younger generation. I don't like how they buy into the whole. Totally respect Steinbrenner's decision of always staying under the luxury tax every year and being cheap and not going out there and going the extra mile. Really? So you're okay with this team never winning a championship? Exactly. I can't stand these fans like these. They must be like the young. They have to be like the yuppie.
And not only that, the Steinbrenners have money hanging out the anus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they brainwashed this fan base, because these fans are completely fine too now. Like the stupid front office of the Yankees never winning again. They never saw a championship in their life. Why would you be completely fine with this? I mean, we saw championships. I want to see another championship, one more at least. But these other new fans are completely satisfied with the Yankees never winning a World Series. They respect this dumb owner and this dumb manager and this dumb GM. And they just think that, okay, whenever they win a World Series is whenever we win is whenever we win. It's so dumb. And these fans accept it. It's like they're just accepting it. They don't care. I would riot. I would boycott this team.
And you know what?
This team.
And like I told you before, they only waiting to get some big name like they talking about, and then when they do get them, they're gonna sell you a dream. And then they're going to make you buy tickets, and then they're going to have another losing season agagan. You know what I mean?
That's what's going to wind up happening. We get ready to be prepared for it, because that's what's going to happen.
Instead of doing what
I don't see them doing anything differently than they did last 5 seasons. Garrett Cole was supposed to be the end of the, what do you call it? That was supposed to be the final piece of the puzzle, and they lost.
It's true, man. I mean,
we always think it's the final piece of the puzzle.
Look,
what's going to top Garrett Cole now? Corey Seager or Correa? I don't think so. They have to go out and get starting pitching. I mean, they need starting pitching. If I were them, I would trade for Castillo and then one of those guys. I don't know. I'm hearing now they might take a chance on Justin Verlander. Maybe Scherzer doesn't want to come here. I thought Verlander didn't want to be a Yankee, so I don't see how he's going to fit here. Kershaw is another one that I don't think he's going to probably.
I would love to have Verlander though. I would get Verlander though. I would take Verlander. Yeah.
Take a risk on him. I mean, he's coming off of his Tommy John surgery.
It's better than Kubler. It's better than Darren O'Day.
Oh yeah, I mean obviously, but you're taking another old guy. He's better than those guys. But to be honest, I'd rather have Max Scherzer, but he doesn't want to come here. I love that Scherzer.
But you know what? But when we get a guy like this guy, right? Verlander coming off the surgery, all I'm asking for is one good year out of the guy.
Yeah, that's what you want. But if they lose with Cole and Verlander, then, and they somehow can make a trade for Castillo, and they can't win with that rotation,
I'll give him a 1 year deal.
That's the end then.
A 1 year deal, like Corey Kubler. You know?
And if he could somehow get Verlander back to his old self again, and he pitches like he did with, Detroit or the Astros a couple of years ago, then you'll have him and Cole. But if they can't win with those two, and then they somehow lose in the playoffs again, that's it, man. I don't want to hear no more excuses that the Yankees are still going to win one day. No, that's it. And even if they get Scherzer, I mean, they'll have Cole and Scherzer. I mean, but I doubt he's coming because he already put New York on his no trade list. And I don't see what the difference is going to be as a free agent. What he's going to do? He's going to do the same thing. He's going to reject them. He's going to probably go back to L.A., I think.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But, man, Verlander, he pitches awesome in Yankee Stadium, though, man.
He does.
You know what I mean?
I guess you got to go by his recent history with his success against the Yankees. He always killed the Yankees. He's a Yankee killer. But how much left does this guy have in the tank is the question. Is he done? I mean, he hasn't pitched in 2 seasons. I don't know what he's going to be like when he comes back. This guy might be terrible. You're taking a gamble on him. He's coming off his surgery. He's 30. He's going to be 40 years old. I mean, I would do it. I mean, because the Yankees are desperate and they need pitching in the worst way. But they need more than one starter. They have to get at least 2. They have to get 2 starters. So they have to get 2. I mean, they can't just get Verlander and say that's it. Just like with Garrett Cole, they have to get 2 guys. They can't. This team shouldn't be. They should put their foot down. Because I wouldn't be playing around this year. I would be like serious. This is their last. I told you, this is the Yankees' last hope. This is it for them.
Look. I'm looking at some free agent guys now, right? And like, if they want to get a shortstop and go low money, they can get Marcus Semien.
Yeah, I don't want him. I don't really like this. To be honest with you, I'm not really crazy for the shortstop class. I don't like Trevor Story. I think he's a bum. He's not even good, that guy. He sucked last year. Corey Seager's good. I mean, I'm not the guy who could hit. He plays great defense, but I think he's a little overrated. I don't know. They're hyping this guy up. He didn't even do anything in the playoffs.
No, but what about Noah Syndergaard?
I don't want him.
I mean, he's coming off of some
he's another one
surgery too, right?
They're all coming off of injuries and surgeries. No, I don't want Syndergaard. Syndergaard kind of sucks. I don't know. He's been like subpar the last couple of years. He's
been up and down, right? Up and down.
He's like a number 3 starter. I don't know. He fell off. His career is over. I don't think he'll ever be the same ever again. He's 30 years old. I don't know. I just don't think that's. Yeah, Verlander I'd rather have because Verlander has the experience. He's got a championship.
Yeah.
He's a great pitcher. I'd rather have Verlander or Scherzer. I don't want even Kershaw. I wouldn't mind Kershaw, but I don't know. He might stay with LA or he's gonna probably go to Texas because he's from Texas. So.
Oh wow! But Kershaw, I think he's past his prime though right now. Even though he's
another one, too injury prone, constantly always injured every year. He's always hurt every year. You're going to get another IL stem with him if he goes to the Yankees, for 100% for sure. Just be prepared. If he's a Yankee, he's going to go on the injured list.
I'd rather get, I mean, on the list, man, I'd rather get Justin Verlander, man. If anybody,
even Scherzer. And then you have Zach Greinke. I don't think he's going to be Yankee because he said he hates New York. And
he definitely hates New York. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a nervous anxiety. He's got a nervous anxiety. He'll never pitch here.
You see, he's the first, the first pitcher in a long time in history to get a pinch hit in a World Series or something like that.
Yeah, and you know what he said when he left the Dodgers, Greinke? He said, "Thank God that was over." He couldn't even handle LA. You think he can handle New York? Yeah, right.
Nah, you're right about that. If he can't handle LA, where it's all calm and cool over there, there's no way you're gonna be able to handle it. down here.
Yeah, he only pitches good in small markets, like small cities. Yeah, he's too old too. He's like 38, and he's got nervous anxiety. I don't think he could ever handle a place like New York. But I mean, this team needs pitching in the worst way, though. They're so desperate. This team, they have to get somebody like that's not a number 3 starter. We need like a number 1 or a number 2 at least. Get somebody that's better than what we have. We don't want a bunch of these number 3 starters. And another guy that's a free agent that I left out. I don't know why people are making a big deal about this guy, Robbie Ray. I wouldn't go so crazy about this guy. The Yankees rocked him. If you watch the game, they rocked his ass.
Yes, they did. I don't know, man.
They always did.
They got. I don't know, man.
He's another one that people are saying maybe the Yankees should sign him and sign Scherzer or make a trade for Castillo. But Robbie Ray is like, I don't know. He's up for a Cy Young, I think, but I'm not crazy about him. He's another pitcher that I just think that he comes here, he's going to be like another bust. He's going to be like another a guy that just can't handle New York. He only pitches good because he's on a team that's. I mean, he pitched in Toronto. What the hell is it?
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see, but the Yankees aren't gonna do nothing until they figure out what the bargaining.
Yeah, that's what they're waiting for. And he also pitched in Arizona too, Robbie Ray. But I'm not crazy for him. Yeah, the bargaining agreement, the collective bargaining agreement. They're waiting for that to pass, and then they're gonna see what they're gonna do. But they're gonna go if they're gonna right away say, "Oh, we're gonna try to stay under the luxury tax." You know, they're not gonna go crazy again. Because they always say that. They always got to bring up that stupid luxury tax thing. Cashman already said it. Did you hear what he said? Because he said we have to see what the budget is. So there, they're telling you that they're not going to go. They're very wary of spending a lot of money. This team never wants to spend a lot of money. Every time you ask them that, they like shake and shiver. They don't want to spend money. This team. I don't know why they're so allergic to money. This team. Why? They're worth billions. I don't understand
That's true, man. I don't know why they just don't spend the money. I mean, listen, they own everything there. They own the land. They own the stadium. Yeah. I mean, they don't even need.
We have to see what our budget is. I don't understand it with this team. Like, when did the Yankees become such a cheap team? I don't understand.
The Yankees make so much money that they don't even need fans in the stands. How about that? They don't even need them.
The Dodgers don't do that. They don't say we have to look at our budget. They go over the luxury tax every year, and they spend the money. I mean, all right, they lost last year. But you know what? They're probably going to try to build another championship team again.
You know they're going to try, at least. Or give you a shot.
The Yankees don't even at least try. That's what pisses me off.
I just hope the Dodgers don't sell the whole team, you know, like how other people do. You know,
no, they ain't gonna do that. There's a lot of free agents on their team, but they don't care about money. They spend it, and they have the highest payroll in baseball, the Dodgers. So I don't think they're gonna be worried about payroll. They never do. The Yankees, on the other hand, they always worry about it. They'll be complaining if they sign Aaron Judge back. They'll probably be complaining about the money. That now we can't spend it because we signed Judge. You know they're gonna complain about that.
It's true.
I mean, that's why they just don't. This is a very foolish organization. They just don't care about winning. They stopped caring a long time ago, man.
It's funny though. It's funny how I think I have the article right here. Let me try to pull this up. Okay.
I don't know what catcher they're going to get because I look at the catcher. See, now that's going to be a problem. I don't know what catcher they're going to pick up in the offseason. I don't know who they're going to replace. Gary Sanchez is terrible, but who are they going to get? I don't know, like, what guy are they going to trade for unless they just go with their young catchers in the minors. But who you're going to get is a free agent catcher. I don't even know who's available out there. They have to replace Sanchez. He cannot be a starting catcher on this team anymore. He can't be on this team, period. They have to trade him.
They do need a starting catcher, man, and I don't think there's many starting catchers out there. That's another problem too, man. They're gonna have to rely on their
I looked at the free agent class, and I tell you this: the Yankees are totally screwed after the season because if you look at free agency after this, I'm talking about in general, free agency after this year and years to come, it's terrible. So if the Yankees don't win a championship this year, they're definitely finished because the free agent class is from now till like 2024, 25 is awful. So I don't know what the Yankees are going to do from here on out. But I will tell you this, if they don't win a World Series this season, I think that their chances of ever winning one ever again are history. think it's over. Because they're gonna probably
they gotta really turn this team around. I mean, if they're not gonna put the money in,
they better do it now very quick because the American League is a monster now. It's gotten a lot better. There's better teams now. There's more teams, and everybody was shortchanging the American League last year, saying how easy it was going to be for the Yankees to make it to the World Series, and look what happened last year. And everybody was wrong. So what God knows what's going to happen this season. I mean, now you have the Blue Jays, you have Tampa, you have the Red Sox, you have the Mariners, the White Sox, Houston. How are the Yankees going to make it next year? Look at all those teams. It's like 9 teams now. They're screwed. If they don't make big moves next year, they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're going to have to get starting pitching, man, regardless. I mean, if they have to get Robbie Ray, they have to get Robbie Ray.
See the monster they created, the Yankees? If they would have won a championship already by now, they wouldn't have to worry about any of this. But they screwed themselves over now. Now it's going to be incredibly hard for them to win now because now the league got better. And
exactly.
Said, he said, the league caught up to us.
And they keep listening to these idiots that want the guy that hits the home run instead of the guy that hits the singles and doubles.
They never go for those players. They always want to go with the same mentality. Get guys that hit home runs and strike out. They're never going to change for nobody, this team. I don't know. Don't they know the Yankees, that no change, the worst change is no change? Like they never heard that saying? Because all they want to do is just keep going with it. It's like using a broken computer. You just want to keep using it until it breaks. That's the Yankees. They just don't want to. They want to break. They want to use this team until it breaks apart, until it just completely falls apart, and then they can't do it no more.
It's sad, man. I don't know what their problem is, man. And it's like
they're a stingy team. I just don't. They don't want to make a brand new team. They don't believe in change this team. They do not want to break this team up. They love this team. They're going to be heartbroken if they have to break this whole team up. They're going to be like crying. But what about the other team? They had to break that team up eventually. So what's the big deal?
The Yankees are scared. The Yankees are definitely scared of a rebuilding phase. They don't know why
they did it before. They did. I don't know if that was really considered a rebuild anyways, but it was considered a rebuild, in my eyes. So I don't know why they don't want to do that. They hate doing it. They hate bringing guys up from their farm system, and they don't want to rebuild their team. That's the two things they hate to do. They never want to do that.
And they don't. I'm telling you, I believe they should trust in these guys, man. The Greg Allen,
and they never want to get pitching. That's another problem.
And Florial, man, they got to put Florial in there. Give him a shot, man. Give these guys a shot. And these are the
many reasons why the Yankees never win a championship. There's several reasons. There's about maybe 9 or 10. They do so many things bad, this team. They're a very clumsy and dumb organization. They just don't. They're not smart. Look at the Braves. Look at all those guys that came through. Soler, that other guy, Adam Duvall, that other guy, Jock Peterson. Well, those were all trades too. All those moves were great. What about Eddie Rosario? And the Yankees never get lucky with stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't, man. They don't. They get this guy.
Freeman was clutch. He's another guy that's a free agent. The Yankees. I would try to sign him, but I know them. They're not going to do that.
That's a hell of a first baseman, though, man.
Well, I know you got Rizzo, but I'm just saying if they let Rizzo go and maybe they could try to sign Freeman.
I don't think they're bringing back Rizzo, man.
I don't know. I heard he wants to come back.
Well, he's gonna have to come back for the money. For less money than from what he's talking about.
I don't know what he wants. I know he turned down a big contract with Chicago. They offered him like $60 million. So if he turned down that, what the hell? What is he gonna say to the Yankees then?
And I put the article on the screen, right? Look how stupid this is. Here's the biggest offseason need for all 30 teams, right? And they have the Yankees with shortstop. When every other team says
they think
pitching.
This team is set. They think that they're a championship caliber team. I guess they do because they have them third. It's favorite, right? So that's dumb.
And they have them favored in third as winning the World Series, and we have the most horrible team.
I just can't. After what you've seen now, the past 5 seasons with this team, and they haven't won a World Series in 13 years, you still have the Yankees as the favorite. It's like people don't want to give up on this team. They still think that this team is going to eventually win a championship. I don't see it.
They're delusional. These guys are delusional.
The Yankees are always going to be in the mix because they always make the playoffs. See, as long as the Yankees always make the playoffs, they're always going to be a favorite. I don't know how people still fall for this, though. Are you stupid? Like, you still fall for this with the Yankees. They never win in the playoffs. They're never going to win. They never come
and not
through.
Only that, and not only that, they're looking at the 2 wrong guys for the job too. You know what I mean? That they want to bring over Corey Seager and Carlos Correa. That's the wrong two. You know, I mean, these are guys that are gonna just only hit the home run. They're not gonna give you the double or the single.
I mean, and I'm surprised they picked Yankees third to win the World Series because there's a lot of good teams now. How could you pick the Yankees? There's so many good teams now in baseball that you still pick the Yankees. I could see if there wasn't many good teams out there, but you still have the Yankees in the mix. How? Yeah, I don't get that.
The Yankees are way down on the list, man. There's way better teams than the Yankees. I would
put them like 8th or 9th at the very least. I don't put them in the top 3. I think the Giants are better. The San Francisco Giants. Obviously, the Dodgers are a heavier favorite. I think the Brewers are a heavier favorite. Yeah. Obviously, the Braves because they won. Who else? I think Tampa. Yeah. I hate to say it, but even Toronto, I think, is better.
Yeah, Toronto. Yeah, and Boston.
Boston, Houston. So how do you put the Yankees 3? I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know neither, man. These guys are delusional, these people. I don't know what baseball are you watching.
I thought they will learn from their lesson now that the Yankees are so flawed because you got Garrett Cole. After that, you would think they would all be smart enough to not fall for this anymore because they lost with Garrett Cole, and you still have this team a favorite. After all that, you still have the third favorite to win.
Right. In my opinion, too, Garrett Cole, he's a fraud, too, man. He's a fraud,
yeah,
bro.
He let me down. He let me down big time.
He's a big letdown, man.
He let me down. I was hyping this guy up. I was telling everybody this guy was the best. Him and DeGrom. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a complete asshole now because this guy. I was a big fan of his. I was a big supporter, and he sucked. He was terrible.
Me too, man. He let me down big time, man. Because now we all know he can't pitch without spite attack.
Not only that, I just think this guy is just. I don't know if he can handle New York. I think he's just one of those guys that came over here. Like a lot of other big names. He can't take New York. I thought he was so excited to be a Yankee. I thought he was a big Yankee fan growing up. He had the sign, Yankee fan today, tomorrow, forever. Well, what happened? I thought you loved the Yankees. Yeah, hey, you love this team so badly. Why don't you pitch great and win a World Series with them?
Exactly. And he bombed out. Yeah. He conked out.
See, that's the thing that pisses me off, too. He's got such a passion and desire and loves this team so much, and you were a fan growing up in California, Southern California, and you don't want to. You don't want to win a championship. Like you don't want to, be a bulldog and be
not only that, he took himself out of the game. He took himself out of the playoff game.
Yeah, he did. He said, "I can't." He said he couldn't. He said he had nothing left.
He took himself out. Like,
he said he had nothing left.
If I'm in the playoff, I ain't coming out until I blow my arm off.
That was what was that, the second inning or something? Yeah, that was terrible.
Second inning?
He stunk.
Come on,
the second
man.
inning they took him out.
He's disgrace. He's a disgrace, man.
6 start. He sucks, and I don't want to hear this personal catcher bullshit no more. He sucks with both of them. He can't catch with anybody.
True, because man, like I said before. I've been looking at his videos from then until now, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't pitch the same, man, at all.
And if you look at when he throws pitches, he throws them right down the middle. He throws
he doesn't pitch the same. He looked like a totally different pitcher from the Astros to the Yankees. He looked like a totally different person.
It's something how everyone said, watch him be like a bust. Watch him choke. Now, I hate to say it. I was telling all those people to go shove it up there. You know what's when he said that. But now I'm starting to see it more and more. This guy I don't know. Maybe he just can't take New York.
But you gotta understand though. These guys are trying to get players like Garrett Cole, who cheated on the Astros. They were cheating on the Astros.
And $36 million a year. So, a guy that starts every 5 games deserves to make that money.
He cheated. Garrett Cole cheated on the Astros.
I also found out he gets paid $2 million per start. Every start that he pitches, he gets paid $2 million for every start per start. This guy is not worth the money. They just completely just threw their money away.
Yeah, man. I don't know why they did that, man. I knew.
Waste of money. Just like they did with A-Rod was a waste of money, and all those other bums were a waste of money.
Yeah, man. That's why I would say, man, the Yankees gonna have to go for the no-name guy.
Yeah, you see it now. You do not go for the big stars anymore. You can't because none of these guys can handle the New York pressure. None of them.
Yeah, they can't.
It's extremely hard to play here. It's very, very hard. And I understand. We're just fans. Imagine being a player and playing in New York. It's very, very intense. It's hardcore.
It is, man. It is. And and plus, you only get, if you really think about it, like I always say, they don't really practice much in Yankee Stadium. If you know what I mean. Like in these big scenarios with the lights on, they don't really practice much in Yankee Stadium. So in reality, all these plays that they do are once in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they don't have any real practice at it unless they play the season.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Unless they play the season at that position, that's the only way to get better at it.
I remember too when Garrett Cole came here, you were hyping it up too. I saw your video. You were all excited. You're like, "That's it. We got the Terminator." Remember you said you made the video?
Yeah, man. I thought he was gonna shut it down, man.
Yeah. Everybody thought it was over. You were probably the World Series tickets already.
What kills me is he's the reason why the whole scandal broke out. He's the reason
he was
why.
On the list. Yeah, he was. Scherzer was on it, and Verlander and Kluber. There was a lot of top guys that were taking a put. How come they adjusted though? Look at them. Are they pitching bad? They will pitch good still. This guy can't handle. He can't pitch good without the spine attack.
And he's the reason why this all came out with that text message to the guy from the Astros. I need help with the sticky stuff or whatever the hell.
Well, his spin rate did drop like significantly. Like, from what I heard, evidently that he said to the guy that I need that stuff. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how the whole scandal broke out. Yeah. So it's all his fault, man. You know what I mean? It's like he's the reason why all this happened. If he would have just shut the hell up and never did nothing and kept quiet, and they would have still nobody would have knew about spine attack to this day.
I'm not
nobody would have knew.
DeGrom on no pedestal. He's great, but he probably used sticky stuff too. But he's great. DeGrom is like he's a regular. He pitches great without it.
You know what I mean? And you know what? A lot of these guys, I believe, weren't using it.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty much new thing. They're like 3 years old or something like that.
Yeah, exactly so.
And these guys were pretty good before that already. They were already playing in the league before this. So, I mean, and they were already dominating. So, I don't think they had spite attack.
Yeah. But anyways, before I wrap this up, because I'm going to be going out in a few minutes, but the Yankees have to really... they have to make major moves this offseason. I'm telling you right now, man, I told you this. I'm not watching any games next year. I'm going to skip. Wake me up when they get to the World Series, if they get to the World Series, because that's the only time where I'm going to be interested in this team ever again. Like I said, we'll still do videos, but wake me up, pinch me if they get into the World Series, because I do not care about this team.
I'll tell you one thing.
I could give two shits about the Yankees right now, man. They're depressing to talk about. They're a disgrace, and I hope they make major sacrifices this year, and they make moves that they have to win a World Series. Because without that, don't give a. The Yankees could go fly a kite for all I care. I really, they're dead to me right now. I am almost not a Yankee fan at this point. I'm pissed with this team. I'm pissed at the whole front office. I'm pissed at everything. I'm pissed that their players never come up big in the playoffs. They let me down every single year, and I'm sick of their crap. And they better make major changes, because this is it for me. This is the end. One more chance. That's it. One more. That's it. If they crap out again in the playoffs and they do the shit again with the runners in the scoring position, they're gonna start that crap again. See ya. That's it. Good riddance.
Yeah, it's true, man. If the Yankees can't start winning again, and the fans,
I'm done with this.
The fans are gonna go. Period.
I've been waiting for 13 years. I'm patient. You're patient. We've all been patient. Enough is enough. That's it.
Look at all these diehard fans.
They better put their foot down and floor that.
Right. and all these diehard fans now, they're complaining about paying money for Yankee tickets now.
Oh, please, come on.
You know what I mean? For next year.
Is enough.
They're complaining about paying what they owe for the Yankee tickets
I'll be happy if they make moves. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not getting myself excited, because I'm not falling for this again. I fell for it with A-Rod. I fell for it with Garrett Cole. I fell for it with all these big names.
Yeah,
I fell for it with Jason Giambi. I'm not falling for this again.
Yeah.
I'll get excited. I see they make moves. I'll do a little like, okay, yeah. But if they don't They don't win in the playoffs, and they don't get to the World Series, and they don't win. That's it. I don't want to hear it. That's the end.
Yeah, man. A lot of these guys is wrong, man, when they talk about baseball, man. They don't know what the hell they talking about.
No, they don't. They're all Yankee ass kisses, and so are the S Network. They all have to do their job and kiss the Yankees' ass because they don't want to get fired. They're disgraceful.
It's true,
They don't tell it like it is, like me and you. Me and you, like, we bring content that it's hardcore Yankee content.
It's true, man. And Michael K, he's another one that he's half fast with it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't talk like that. They're too infatuated with this team, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Gives me like a lump in my throat. You have to tell it like it is. I don't give a crap that you work for the Yes Network. When you have this team has not won a World Series in 13 years, and they haven't reached a World Series in 13 years. Come on, man.
It's
you
like,
call a spade a spade. They stink.
It's like I'll be wondering, like, what baseball game are they watching? Like, do they see what's going on?
They're infatuated with this team. They're in love with this team. They just want to kiss ass.
And all they do is look at the numbers of what he did. Like, the numbers is not important at all. It's about did they matter, and all they did not matter. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All the home runs that they hit didn't matter.
The home runs is another story for another day. They don't know how to. They have terrible situational hitting. They don't drive the ball to the opposite way, like I told you. They don't hit with runners in scoring position. That's another reason. The main reason I think they don't win in the playoffs. They always choke in the playoffs. You know they don't hit. That's another reason.
They only hit the ball when they don't have to. When they have to, they can't. They can't do nothing.
You knew right away in that game against the Red Sox. That game, you knew right away with the way they were hitting. You said, "That's it. This game's over." I turned it off in the second inning. I said, "Good, see you later. Goodbye."
And they don't even let. And they didn't even let him pitch. You know, foul it off. They over here swinging at the first pitch.
Those balls should have been out of the stadium. Why is it that when he went to Fenway, Stan, right? He hit 3 monster home runs. How come in this game the balls stayed in the park? I didn't get that. Don't you think that Boston did something sketchy? I don't know, man. Because why did the balls hit the green monster all of a sudden? In the other game, he hit 3 home runs that were out of there. Like there was no tomorrow, and these balls stay in the ballpark, hit off the monster. I think that was pure. If you ask me, I think it was shady. It's very sketchy. There was something very, very, very strange about that.
Could be, man. Maybe they had some tainted balls.
Who the hell knows? But they did something with those balls. They might have juiced them. Because why did the balls stay out of it stayed in the park? He hit the balls out the last time. He hit 3. Those balls were out of there. It was gone. You knew once the ball left the bat, they were demolished. And all of a sudden, the balls stay in the park. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's true, man. I don't know. You know what they say? These balls, have like certain, like they.
And they said, they said it was maybe the wind because it was cold that night. I don't think it was really that cold. But who knows what they did? They might have dockering the ball. Who the hell knows?
They say they have like the seams like less density on the seams or something like that.
Yeah.
To make it spin faster or something. I don't know. It's something weird like that. But
anyways, man, it was great talking to you.
Absolutely,
I gotta run.
All right, man. It was good, man. I'll talk to you next Tuesday. So yeah, man. Will Zimmerman, shout out to you, man. It's been good, man. Yeah, like we've been saying, like before we end this, man. Yankees need everything. Bullpen, the whole 9 yards, man. Yeah, they do pitch safe to him. The Red Sox, they just did their homework on these guys. They should just throw it down the middle. They can't hit it. That's the scouting report on the whole Yankee team. Throw it straight down the middle. They won't hit it. Trust me when I tell you. Straight down the middle. They're going to look at it. Oh, strike 3. And then they walk back to the dugout with that stupid face. You know what I mean? Looking at the big screen. The stupid face. Oh, man, he struck me out. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, they do need left-handed batters, but like you see here, Corey Seager, he ain't going to New York. He gonna stay in LA. So that means I would put my trust in Vasquez, man. I'm telling you. He can hit the single and the double. And then you put Greg Allen on the team, and he can hit the single and the double. We don't want the guy that hit home runs, man. We want the guy that hits for average. That's what we need on this team. the guy that has no name, and we'll make him a star in New York. That type of business. You know what I mean? And let's see what happens with Aaron Hicks. Luke Voigt, he's still on the team control, so he'll still be on the team. You know? So, let's see what happens. Pedro Marte, yeah, he's good. But, yeah, man, I'm going to get out of here. It's been good talking baseball. I'm going to have some more stuff next Tuesday. And hopefully I can find some winter ball news. I'm waiting to see what major leaguers are going into the winter ball. So I'm going to bring up updates on that. So there's still baseball. The Mexican leagues are on right now. And the Dominican League is in spring training. So just search baseball in Spanish. Live baseball in Spanish. Baseball en vivo. Try to search that and you'll find baseball games. But you got to find them at nighttime. Like 7 o'clock-ish when the regular baseball start. You get them. They ain't going nowhere, man. Nobody's going anywhere, Will. I'm telling you now, nobody's going anywhere. We'll be lucky to even get Anthony Rizzo back. Let me tell you. Don't look for anything big to happen. Or just be surprised, maybe. Like I told you, when we are surprised on who they get, they're gonna sell us a dream on buying tickets. And then everybody's gonna go crazy buying tickets. And then it's gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be hopefully not a horrible season. Hopefully it's better than last year. That's what we're asking for, and that's what we want. But please, let's do it. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you, Will, for talking. And yeah, man, let's hope the Yankees start making big moves. But I'm out of here. So long on the next one, man.